Hello, everybody. What's up? Just another quick video on the Amazon stock. I still think this stock is the best undervalued stock you can get. It's going down again. Inflation news came out, knocking the whole market on its ass, and everything's going down. Everyone is so scared. They're just like sell this and sell that. Yeah, again, it went down because of the inflation numbers were higher than what they estimated, which has been the case for the last few months, and it's obviously affected consumer spending. People are worried, like how they're going to afford their mortgages, how they're going to afford credit card bills. So investing is not like the immediate thing. It's not the essential thing. It's more of a luxury to be investing right now than it is to be investing. Anyway, so again, back to the Amazon stock. Reason I think this stock is a great long-term investment, and I must stress long-term investment, guys. That's what I would say, because more than likely, if it's short-term, you're probably going to lose your money. That there is a lot of negative sentiment around what the economy is going to do over the next 2, 3, maybe even 4 or 5 years, depending on if the recession does hit and how well the US, the UK can recover from such a hit. So again, it all comes down to patience. If you don't need the money, and you're not going to need the money in 5 years, I mean, you might not know that, but if you're not going to need the money, it's a good time to put money into valuable stocks. One valuable stock I like is Amazon. Here's why. So if you go to the research tab and you look at the analysts and kind of what they're thinking, because remember, this is free information. If you're getting free information, you should just use it. It's free. It's literally like not throwing money at just a arbitrary stock. You really should, like, there's Amazon, they're big, let's just put money into them. No, do your research. And then if you lose money on your research, I mean, anybody could have lost their money. If you lose money on a gamble, then you just gambled your money, and that's what throwing money at stocks is. So let's have a look here. So there's a strong buy, and that's based on 38 analysts. There's this kind of price target where I guess they think it's gonna hit. There's a low estimate, average estimate, and there's a high estimate. The low estimate is $140. It's 109. It's below the low estimate. So I mean, if you use this as kind of your basis for investing the money, then possibly you would be in a good position to start buying now, because you would be below the low estimate. I don't think it's maybe, I mean, I think it could be worth more than that, of course, but maybe not today or tomorrow, because, well, there's still like a lot of other news to come out. I would gather that the inflation rate is still going to be high over the coming months, and there's still going to be the bank's going to have to increase the kind of base rate on loans. So there is probably going to be more hits to the standard of living and all that kind of stuff. So it probably doesn't mean that we're going to see prices going up anytime soon. Again, that's why I'm saying long term. So yeah, just so you know, that high estimate $202. I mean, if you bought it at this and you got that, I mean that is great return on investment. So here you go. Here's all the analysts' name. You got Goldman Sachs. They've got a buy. Morgan Stanley, the big ones. RBC Capital. Bank of America Securities, and I mean they're all kind of above the 150 mark, aren't they? Like 150, 160. Yeah, they're way up at like the 170s, 180s, even there like 200. So I mean this is really good. And you've got all kind of like the supporting articles to say why they think this, but this is really good. I would say that this is really good information. That the reason that all these analysts, I mean, they might just think it's good because Amazon is a big company, holds a very good position in its market, and its market share is so big in the part it does control. I mean, it's hard to think of places where you don't get Amazon, especially in like UK, US. They just dominate the kind of consumer market. So let's go down, and they've got Amazon Prime as well. So they've got other things, and not just kind of like deliveries and stuff and warehouses. Go down. So you can see the hedge funds have increased by 1.5 million shares. I mean, that was in the last quarter, 417. I mean, if that's not like a really positive sign for the stock, I don't know what is. You can just see that these analysts who have been paid a lot of money, the banks who pay them a lot of money, are investing in this. So I don't know if there's reasons why they would do that, but they must know more than us. So I'm just going up, going up. So that's basically everything that we can get from this. So I think it's a great stock. I think it's undervalued. I think it will go down even further than that. I don't think that's as low as it will go. I think it will go lower than that. So I think there's still a lot of opportunity to get even a better deal. That I would maybe say like 105 for me. That's probably where I'm going to get in. I'll probably wait till next week and see if more negative news comes out. But again, even at this price, it wouldn't really bother me to invest my money. If we go into here, Intrinsic Pro, and just have a wee look at the card for Amazon, we can see here that Bits and Green they're doing very, very well. Like their earnings per share, the discounted cash flow. And then you've got like the analyst grading, similar to what we just looked at there. You've got like buy, overweight. So this is basically just this would be like a buy signal to me as well. I mean, I don't just buy based on these things, but this is obviously something it's very good to use. Everything you can use essentially to help you make that decision is better than nothing, because if you just throw money at a stock and lose money, you really have yourself to blame. So yeah, everything here looks really, really good. I'm happy that all the analysts are kind of saying it's either a buy or overweight. Again, it's a buy, it's outperformed. That's great. Now, the last little part I want to show you is what happened if you had invested 10,000 10 years ago. So you'd be looking at $109,000, guys, coming for 10,000. But I mean, that'd be sitting there for 10 years. So do with that what you wish. Now, if you'd invested for 2 years, you'd have lost money. You'd be pretty much not really lost money, but it wouldn't be worth as much as you invested, just because of the downturn. So the short term on this wouldn't have been a great investment for you. If it had been 5 years, you'd doubled your money. For 10 years, wow. So brings me back to that important sentiment. The important thing I would always say is, if you're investing in stocks, do it for the long term. Don't invest for a year, 2 years, even 3. And even now, because of inflation, because of the possible recession coming, it's even more probably now. The best thing to do is invest for a minimum of 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years, just so you can regain. If you've invested like in the last year, you're probably losing money now. Like, you're probably losing money right now. Like me, I'm losing money because you're probably invested in the last year, which means now you probably have no choice or to sell at a loss or to hold it for another like 5 years at this point, just so it can recover, and even buy more now at the lower price value, just so you can, get up a percentage point. Anyway, that's my quick video. I just wanted to talk about why I think Amazon's an awesome stock to buy. I'll be buying some. Again, the price is 109. The low estimate is 140. It's below the low estimate. Could be a good opportunity to get a position in Amazon. Obviously, they did the stock split. That's why it's 109.65 now. I think it was 120 before it just like plummeted. But again, great opportunity. Thanks for watching. See you later.